Nothing going down. Nothing going on. I just came on to see if anybody was up this late. See if anybody's out there. What's up, Venom? You're out there, I see. You're up late tonight. Let's see how many more night owls are out there. What up, Raiders? So my fucking YouTube has been being weird lately. It's not giving me notifications when somebody comments on my videos today. In fact, the notification thing is still all fucked up. But what's up, Adam? I just got done watching your video a while back. I know, and then I saw your comment. That's what I was just talking about on your comment on my video. I did not get any notification that you made that comment, and then I went to my community page under Creator Studio and found like 15 comments that I didn't even get. So I'm like, what the fuck is up with this shit? But everything here says it's all turned on. So I don't know what the hell is going on. If you know what I mean. You guys hear me out there? That's awesome, Terror Reels. I haven't watched that one yet. I'm trying to put the chat up on my laptop so I can see it easier. Thought about starting Hannibal today, the TV series. Do me a favor, guys, if you would, hit the like button for me, would you? Appreciate that, guys. I honestly don't know what the hell it does, but it's cool, I guess. So, you know. I mean, it does help a little bit. It puts my video in your like section, so if anybody's perusing through your like section, that comes up. What up, Andrew? How you doing today, bud? Give you a shout out in my video today. A little bit of an apology, so to speak. I feel like I lied to you by not doing the video I said I was going to do. The Good Guy Clubhouse. What is that? Like, as in the actual Good Guy Clubhouse from Child's Play? You know, the treehouse up there? Did you come down the ladder or in the hot air balloon? Ooh. Cracking in that neck. Oh, that's awesome. Can't wait to see your ranking. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, so I was going to do two videos today, two different videos, one for Slashback and one for Wild Eye. But then I was watching my Wild Eye video and I found out, hey, this actually fits the criteria for Slashback, so I just did one. No problem, Andrew. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that Child's Play ranking. Excuse me, sorry again. I thought about doing a Child's Play ranking update. Well, I'm going to be doing another Child's Play ranking after I finish the franchise. And then I thought about doing another one after the remake comes out, whether I see it or not, just so I could put it at the bottom. That's awesome, Andrew. You did it in one take. That's cool. You mean like you did the video in one take, like the whole video, or you didn't mess up at all and you didn't have to do any editing? That kind of one take. Oh, that's cool. That's only happened to me once or twice. And it's really not so much mess ups a lot of the time, it's dead space. Where I'll have something in my brain, but it doesn't want to pop out the word. So I have to think for a second. So sometimes I just edit out the dead space. You know what I mean? That's why I like live streams too, though. There is no editing, and you're allowed to mess up. Now, I've had to refilm entire videos multiple times too because of technical difficulties or certain things, different things. I know I don't use a script. I do write down points that I want to talk about, and I write down, notes, but I don't use a script. I've thought about doing scripted stuff because I'm actually a semi-decent writer. Or at least I used to be. I don't know. I haven't done that in forever. Um, but I thought about doing that. Even like when we do skits and stuff, they're not scripted. They're I'll if I'm doing them with somebody else, I'll be like, okay, so this is what we're doing. Just kind of make up as you go along, but this is what we're getting at. This is what we're doing. So, like most of our dialogue, like when Bill and I do a skit together, the dialogue is usually all off the top of our head. Now, I may say something like, "We'll say something like this," or do something like that. But just about everything's off the top of our heads. Ooh, Terror Reels. I like your videos because they are reviews, but they're also more like walkthroughs. You kind of go over the entire film basically, but you do it in your style and with your speed, and you put your opinions on each little piece, and that's pretty cool. I enjoy that. If anybody hasn't checked out Terror Reels, check him out. He is a homie. He is an awesome dude. He's also got a few videos up on Carnival Spirits, which is a Juggalo website. Yeah, J Super Awesome has some good reviews. Is it wrong to say that I like my own reviews? Because I do. I really like watching my own videos. It turns me on. Just kidding. I was kind of surprised to get 6 people on right now. I had a feeling that Andrew and Adam might be on because their time changes are different. But I was a little surprised though. I knew it was late. I just felt like doing it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be on. I may be on an hour, I may be on 2, I may be on 10 more minutes. I don't know. It's 10:37 p.m. here. So, but it's Sunday there for you, isn't it, guys? It's still Saturday here. You guys are almost a full day ahead of us. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. It didn't start till I went live either. I've been sitting here bullshitting, checking out my stuff, and I didn't start yawning until I got on here. We're from the future. Yeah. Can you tell me what my weather's going to do tomorrow? I'm going to call you guys when the Super Bowl's on next year to see who won in advance so I can place bets. Snow. You're probably right, dude. It's been snowing a lot this week here, but it's also like hit real hard and then disappeared and then melted. And then hit real hard again, then disappeared, then melted. We'll be watching Bohemian Rhapsody tonight. Nice. Haven't seen it yet. I know it's winning all kinds of awards, and some people are actually bummy about that. They don't like the fact that it's winning because a lot of people say it didn't live up to what it should have, or they put stuff in that didn't happen. Well, Raiders, that's just because you're a couple hours ahead. Lots of rain in North Carolina, huh? All right, Tara. I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Have a good one, man. Don't worry, I hate TCM too. Oh, well, I definitely agree, Andrew, but where'd that come from? You know what's funny though? For somebody that hates that movie like I do, I sure have a lot of fucking copies of it. I have 3 copies of that movie. And to make matters worse, is I bought the Blu-ray intentionally, even though I hate the movie. But I just loved the fucking cover. No. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do to me when I say things that they don't agree with. Because I'm always the one that has something different to say about something, you know? A lot of times, most of the time, a lot of times we agree, but, you know, I like what I like and I don't like what I like, you know what I mean? Or what I don't like. And sometimes people can handle that, sometimes they can't. Sometimes people try to lecture me and tell me I need to be open-minded. And I basically tell them no. I'm very open-minded, but it doesn't mean I have to like something I don't like, you know? Just because somebody else likes it. I haven't seen Return of the Living Dead in fucking forever, man. Fucking forever. I mean, there's a lot of movies that people like that I don't like, and there's a lot of movies that I like that people don't like, that people consider crap movies that I don't like. Halloween 5, great example. I didn't realize how much hate Halloween 5 got till I got on YouTube. But I mean, I love Halloween 5. I think it's a great movie. Andrew doesn't like Andrew. You don't like Nightmare on Elm Street 5. I love that one. I mean, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when people start acting like dicks about it. Because if you want to act like a dick to me, I can act like I'm even bigger one. I guarantee you that. I'm a fucking dick. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be more respectful and more, considerate of other people's feelings. But I'm a dick. I mean, it tells me I got 4 people watching right now, but I know that's not correct because I know Andrew's here, Adam's here, Bantam's here, Raiders is here, and I'm here, unless it doesn't count me. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. So, you don't have to hold back on me, bro. You know that. I mean, you can tell me what you think. I'm not going to get hurt by it. You know? I mean, but you're my friend. If I hurt your feelings on some real shit, please tell me. I don't want to do that. You know? Now, if it's just because we disagree on a movie, I mean, whatever, but you can tell me that too. Doesn't bother me. Oh. So, I got the prizes in today for the 500 subs contest, guys. And it is international, so I expect both of you two to enter. And Andrew, you're going to like these fucking prizes, I'm telling you. At least I think you will. And there's going to be some personal prizes thrown in too. Both myself and Bill are throwing in autographed personal items. No, the contest will not go up until Wednesday. The contest will go up this Wednesday. So Thursday, your guys' time, because it's going to be late Wednesday too. It's because Bill and I want to do it together, and um, what's up, Siznak? I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I went out on these prizes, at least in my opinion, I did. And with what I have, I did. But I also got one hell of a deal. Um, I'm not going to say how much they cost, but they cost a lot. But I worked a deal with the business that I got them from, and as long as I give them shout outs during the contest video, that's why they gave me the deal. So I basically got half off what it cost, which is fucking awesome. That was so cool. I think you guys are gonna like these. It's gonna be cool, man. I'm telling you. I think I'm gonna do only video entries this time too. And the only reason I'm gonna do it that way is because this is the 500 one. Oh no, and it's not a Trick or Treat Studios Good Guide doll. Unfortunately, it's not. One of the items did originally come from Trick or Treat Studios, but I bought it from another dealer who specializes in certain things. And we'll, you'll check it. We'll see. It's gonna be pretty cool. Actually, one of the prizes is related to Halloween 2018. Sorry if that bothers you. But yeah, one of them is related to Halloween 2018. One of them is not. I'll give you guys a small hint. One is related to Halloween, and one is related to the Friday the 13th franchise. So, if you mean the Raiders, if you're talking about the 2018 Halloween mask from Trick or Treat Studios, I still don't get why people are bitching. Mine is awesome. Have you seen mine? I showed it in a few videos. I mean, mine looks fucking amazing. I'm looking at it right now. It's sitting right up there, and it looks flat out amazing. You know, I don't know. I've seen people saying they got crappy ones or whatever, but I don't see how they all got crappy ones when I've never gotten a crappy product from Trick or Treat. I've never ever gotten a crappy product from them, and so I just don't get that how all these other people seem to be getting crappy ones, but I never do. So it makes me wonder, and I'm not saying you or anybody. I'm just saying sometimes it makes me wonder if these people are actually buying them from Trick or Treat, or if they got an issue with Trick or Treat and they're just buying knockoff copies and then saying they're from Trick or Treat and bashing them. And once again, I'm not directing that towards you or anybody else. It's something I've wondered. Hey Tim, what's going on? You actually didn't come in when I was about to sign off this time. So, but yes. Well, have you seen mine? I'll grab it real quick and show it to you as well as I can on this video. But mine is damn fucking nice, I'm telling you. It looks just like the one from the movie, you know, in my opinion. I haven't like pulled out the hair like they did in the movie yet, but that's because I'm afraid if I do that, because they say if you take a light brush to it and pull, you can make it look just like in the movie, but I'm afraid to do that because I'm afraid I'll fuck it up, so I just haven't done that. Well, fine, Andrew, then I won't show it. I'm just playing, bro. So that's something else you'll learn about me as you get to know, as people get to know me better. I like to fuck around. I like to joke with my friends, and um, a lot of the things I say, unless I'm talking like some serious shit, a lot of the things I say are just fucking around and joking, you know. Um, but yeah. Well, you know what? Let me grab that mask real quick. So I'm gonna get up off the camera for a second, and let me run to the loo real quick. For those of you that are not from Europe or places that use that kind of word, that means the toilet. I still have this freaking thing in me. My surgery is Friday, and it makes it hard for me to hold it, if you know what I mean. Give me just 1 second, guys. Please excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. And if you're wondering why I always have the blanket, it's because it gets colder in this room than it does in any other room in the house. Because this room was added on later, and the heater actually doesn't come back here. This room has its own individual heater, but I never use it because it would just make my gas bill go up. So, yeah. Excuse me 1 second while I get adjusted here. I always use my tripod for this. I don't know, Andrew. As much as I would like to, I don't really collect a lot of figures anymore just because of having to cut back on some of the things I collected. And now I'm just basically concentrating on physical media and like every once in a while like actual props or memorabilia. Um, as long as I have at least one or two Michael Myers figures, I'm cool. And I have the original Movie Maniacs from Todd McFarlane one. And I have the only cool thing to come out of the Rob Zombie movies is that 18-inch Michael Myers I have that does the music and all that shit. Honestly, just I'd rather buy a mask now than a figure, but I still like figures. Don't get me wrong. And if it's a really collectible one, like there is one Michael Myers figure I want to get right now, and that is the one that looks like a He-Man. And I saw it at Target, and I didn't buy it. And it's actually the Resurrection, the Halloween Resurrection one. But I want the ones that look like He-Man figures. Those are awesome. So I don't know how well you guys can see this because of this video, but this is my 2018 mask. And I think it looks damn good. You know? It always looks real light here because I got the light on it, but it's actually pretty dark. It's the right coloring. It's got all the authentication on it. It's got all the cool stuff like the little hole there in the neck. You know, I fucking love this thing. I think it looks so fucking good and it fits me. My other Michael Myers mask, which I bought before Trick or Treat really became big, I bought it from Ruby's Studios and it looks perfect. It's a great mask, but it doesn't fit me very well. It's smaller than this one. So I appreciate that, Danny boy. What you up to, brother? Yeah, that's something else I collect is I collect jerseys. And jerseys are expensive, whether they're ICP jerseys or they are sports jerseys, they're expensive. ICP jerseys a little more expensive, if you know what I mean though. You know, average you're looking at 150 bucks unless you get them on sale. So yeah, that's why I've never understood it because I've ordered multiple things from Trick or Treat and I've never gotten a bad product. So I got my Freddy glove up there from them and it's nice. It's not the steel one, it's the slightly cheaper one. I do want to get the steel one eventually. Um, yeah, but I don't know. Oh, did they? That's cool. I don't really watch hockey much anymore, and it's not because I don't like it. It's just I've never really watched it on TV much. I'd rather go to a game. When I lived in Denver, I went to games all the time. Same thing with baseball. I love baseball. I fucking love baseball. I love to play baseball, and it's one of my favorite sports to play. But I don't like watching it on television much. I'd rather go to a game. I love going to games though. Yeah, I want to get the steel NECA one too. Um, they actually had it when I went to oh, where the fuck? What's that store called? The Spirit Halloween store or whatever. They had the NECA steel glove there, and they wanted $130 for it, I think. But that was more than I wanted to spend at the time, so I didn't buy it. I just bought the plastic replica one, which I mean, it's cool just to have, you know. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's cool to have. It's funny. I found I bought a Scream mask, and the one I bought, I got at my local Walmart. I found the exact same one at the Spirit Halloween store for twice as much as the one from Walmart. All right, Raiders, you have a good one, bro. I know I keep looking down a lot. It's because I'm trying to read the chat. Um, I have that problem sometimes now when I do live streams. I get so into the chat that I forget to look at the camera. You paid 15 for a Scream mask? I paid 5 for mine. Like I said, I paid 5 for it at Walmart. It was 10 at the Spirit store. It's the exact same mask from the exact same manufacturer. It's a good quality one. It's from Scream 4, actually. And yeah, I always thought that was funny. And I never really wanted a Scream mask. I like Scream, don't get me wrong, but it's not one of my favorites. I never really cared if I had a mask or not. I've seen them a lot, and I've just never picked one up. But I was like, yeah, $4 or $5, I can't pass that up. Fuck yeah. I bought one. I would like to get a Leatherface one. I also want to get a oh, you know what's funny is I want to get a good Jason mask. The one I have is a cheaper Chinese version one, and that's fine. I just bought it because it was cool. But I want to get a good Jason mask that's autographed, and I don't have one yet. I keep getting them for other people, but I haven't got me one yet. Yeah, they do. They're a little pricey, the Trick or Treat Studio one, but I may get my hands on one when they have a sale or something. Michael Myers masks are the big thing for me. I like Michael Myers masks. I really, really, really want a Halloween 6 Michael Myers mask. I love Halloween 6. It's my favorite mask out of all of them. Even the original, that one and the original are practically tied. I love that Halloween 6 mask. Do I know James Grimm or are you asking Tim? I know James Grimm, yes. He's a homie. In fact, I was talking to one of his homies who makes those masks or like customizes them or whatever. And he did a beautiful Halloween 6 mask that James has that I wanted to yeah, I know he does. Him and a friend of his. Um, I want to get one that looks like the remake mask. I also want to get one that looks like the part 8 mask. And then I want to get one that looks like the part 6 mask. And I'm going to get an Ever Hike Alone mask too. In fact, I need to email Vincent DeSanti about that. He told me that if I wanted one just to get with him, he'd hook me up with one. I saw not for free. I do have to pay for it. Or at least I think I do. He sent me some free stuff, but I probably have to pay for that mask. They call that one the ghost mask because it's a little bit different than the rest of them, and but it's really badass. Another one of my favorite ones, is the Freddy versus Jason mask. That mask is awesome. Oh, yeah, I got the Blu-ray of Never Hike Alone. When I ordered it, though, I didn't have the money to get like the mask and Blu-ray combo, or the script and Blu-ray combo, or even the VHS and Blu-ray combo. Dude, Bantam, you have to watch it. It's on YouTube for free. It's only 59 minutes, dude. It won't even take, it barely takes an hour of your time. And I'm telling you, it's an hour you will never, ever, like, regret spending. Adam, you're killing me, brah. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you guys got to see it, man. I'm telling you. I bought the Blu-ray when they did it. They're actually doing a second run of Blu-rays now. So if you haven't got a Blu-ray of it, you can get on their thing and get one. Check out their Indigo, and you can get one. Um, yeah, it is. It is definitely. It's better than about half the sequels. In fact, if you go back and watch my ranking video, I put that in the ranking. And the reason I put it in there is it fucking deserves it. And I hope that it would be so awesome if they got Vincent DeSanti to be a director or work on an actual film for them. The good news too is uh, they have started trying to get funding for Never Hike Alone 2, which is going to be even more badass. And I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be about because three of you so far, from what I see, haven't seen the first one. So I don't want to give away the cool things that happen in the first one that are going to lead to the second one. It's on YouTube for free. Never Hike Alone. 59 minutes. Check it out. I will tout that movie's accolades to the day I die. It's so cool. I like the Blu-ray too. It comes in a red Blu-ray case, kind of like those 88 videos you got, Andrew. Yeah, I watched your review of it. That was good. I reviewed it too. I think that may have been one of the first videos I watched yours. I don't even know if I left a comment on it. I think it may have been. Not 100% on that though. My memory is shit these days. I feel like all I do is work and my head gets all filled with all that crap and much rather be at home making YouTube videos. If I could get paid to do this full time, I definitely would. That's cool, Andrew. Um, did you see I didn't do it on just the original movies, but did you see my ranking on my top 10 of the big 5 and my top or my worst of the big 5, my 10 worst of the big 5? It's about time for another top 10 list. People really like those from me for some reason. I think it's about time for me to do another top 10 list. So I just got my income taxes back. I may be going, maybe tomorrow even, and checking out a new computer because then I will have a faster processor because my laptop is like 10 years old. I bought it in 2009 and it's still got the Intel Celeron processor. And now that's kind of obsolete. And I found out that that is why my streaming, when I use my laptop to stream, gets kind of broken up and garbled. It's because it doesn't have enough processor speed and it doesn't have enough RAM available. So I'm thinking about going to look at laptops this weekend. So that way I can do more shit, if you know what I mean. Dude, I'll watch your top 10 lists. I try to watch all your videos. I have so many people that I'm sub to that sometimes a video gets away from me or I don't get a chance to watch it yet. But I try and watch as many as I can. So I like top 10 lists. I'll definitely watch. Yeah, if I don't hit every single one of your videos up, it's nothing personal. It's just I'm trying to get watch so many. Like today was Slashback Saturday, and so I really tried to concentrate on watching everybody that did Slashback Saturday videos. And as far as I know, I think I got them all, but I may have missed one or two. Um, so sometimes doing a top 10 can be tough. Like when I did the top 10, but because it's kind of become like my thing, I call it the Bronco Juggalo top 10, as you well know. It's kind of become like my thing that I do the top 10 lists. When I did like the top 10 2018 horror films, man, I really had to put some shit in there because there was a lot of movies. I didn't see a lot of the big horror films that came out. Halloween, Leprechaun Returns are about the two biggest horror movies I saw during 2018. Oh, and Hereditary. I still haven't watched A Quiet Place yet. It's sitting over there on my shelf, and I haven't even watched it yet. I have stacks and stacks of movies down there I gotta watch. And I keep buying more, and I keep getting sent more. I got some packages to go out to some people. Oh, Adam, that was a really cool package you sent to Jason. That's really awesome, bro. How much? Just out of curiosity, how much is the shipping on that to send from, your from where you're at to where we're at? Yeah, sometimes I do that too, Andrew. I mean, I've got so many movies to watch, and I am really trying to watch a lot of newer shit. Um, like I said, I meant to watch Hallowed for my Flashback Saturday, but when I found out that, or when I was watching my Wild Eye video and I realized that it could be qualified as this as a Slashback Saturday, I just decided to do it because I didn't feel like doing two videos today. I was just tired. Yeah, Tim, I'm loving your older movies. I like new ones though. I like new ones and old ones. I think um, all the movies have their they're good and they're bad. A lot of older ones, I don't find scary at all. Really. Nothing really scary until the late '70s, in my opinion. That's not too bad. See, that's not too bad. I sent something to a friend of mine in Germany. I sent him a box of. No, actually, I didn't send him a box of anything. I sent him a flat. It was a CD. He sent me a box. He sent me a bunch of German chocolates because I used to live in Germany and I love German chocolates, especially the Ritter Sports with the rum. And he sent me a couple bags of that and a couple bars of chocolate and a CD as well. And it cost him like 24 bucks to send a box. And then it cost me 24 bucks to send a fucking CD. I mean, he paid, euros, of course. I paid American dollars, but it still came out to about the same thing. I like horror movies, period. I mean, I'm trying to get more into like a lot of the older stuff because I haven't always been into the older stuff. Like I said, anything before the 1970s, I didn't really find scary. So I just didn't watch a lot of it. I liked Psycho. Psycho was definitely good. I don't find it scary, but it's definitely intense. It's done so well. It's just such a good movie. And it's so suspenseful that it's really good. And Alfred Hitchcock's just the man. But a lot of other stuff, like I'm trying to get more into like the Universal monster stuff, into more of like the some of the Godzilla stuff. I like Godzilla a lot, but I've never been huge on a lot of the older movies. The original Gojira is amazing. So well done, so well filmed. Even if it is a guy in a rubber suit, it's just so well done. The Exorcist is overrated. Kyle, you can just get out of my chat right now. I'm just kidding. You can stay. You are allowed to have your own opinions in my chat. That is fine by me. Um, I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is overrated. I also think that one I just watched the other day for our live stream, Reanimator, is overrated. Um, there was a question. Oh. Dude, I was playing anyways. Trust me, you're fine. No, I love The Exorcist. I think that movie is absolutely amazing. Not overrated at all. And I will say this, watch the extended edition. It's long, but it's really good. Let's see, what else do I think is overrated that everybody likes? Um, oh, Lost Boys. That movie is way overrated. Such 80s. I just, I don't get why people love that movie so much. And I know Andrew's about to reach through his computer and slap me. Do I think not? No, Night of the Living Dead is not overrated whatsoever. Um, you know what's funny about that movie though? I actually like the one they made in the 80s more with Tony Todd. And I think a lot of it is because of Tony Todd. He's just does so well in that movie. But um, the original one is just, I think it's so good. I like Dawn of the Dead a lot. I just watched Day of the Dead because I've only seen Day of the Dead once until recently. And I have it on Blu-ray and I watched it again. That movie's kind of boring. I didn't think it was as good. It's not near as good as Dawn. And I like the Dawn of the Dead remake too. I really like that remake. Is it? Is your favorite? I might have to watch it again because I've seen it twice now. I watched it once years and years and years ago when I was much younger. And then I haven't watched it in forever. And then I watched it again and maybe it's because I was tired too though. You never know. I mean, I don't know. Um I do know that Day has actually been remade like 5 times. Like that movie keeps getting remade and I didn't even know the remakes were remakes, you know? Yeah. I just kind of wish it was more outside instead of down in the. I mean, I know you're saying you love the setting, but it didn't seem like a lot was going on down there a lot of the times. But maybe that's just because I don't know. But zombie movies, maybe I'm getting tired of, or not tired, but maybe I've gotten used to like a lot of action going on and stuff and zombie stuff. I didn't have a problem with the running zombies. I thought it was cool. I thought it made them okay. That is one thing I will say. Don't get me wrong. I love George Romero. I love zombie movies. But the slow moving zombies don't seem very threatening to me. They never have. Now, if you get a giant herd of them, like you get in like The Walking Dead and shit, that's when it becomes a problem. But I'll tell you this: I found 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later to be just incredible zombie films. And yes, I consider. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I consider them zombie films. I really do. Um, I would love to see another one. 28 years later, set slightly in the future. You know, I mean, that'd be badass. Or maybe even 28 months later. I'd like to see a 28 months later. That'd be cool. A couple years down the road. See how things have turned out. That okay, that was weird. I don't know what just happened there, but that was weird. It like stopped and went back to the YouTube go live screen. That was weird. You guys still there? Can you still hear me? It just froze? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It like literally kicked me off my own stream and put me back to the. And so I just hit the button again and said, "Do you want to resume?" I was like, "Yeah." Um, Whatever. So, uh, I like the your internet connection's dying. What kind of internet do you got, bro? I know they get a bad rap, but I like CenturyLink. I love my internet. It's it's fucking awesome. They were meant to do. Yeah, I know they were supposed to, but it just didn't. I don't know why, because those first two movies, I mean, made bank. They did so well. And I don't see why they wouldn't do another one. They're making fucking World War Z 2. I didn't even like the first one, but they're making World War Z Part 2 that we can't get 28 months later. What is up with that? Oh, you guys want to see something cool? Well, let's see if they're still got. If they're over here, they're over here somewhere. I just got to find where they went. Where did I put those things? Oh, there they are. With my prizes, I got a couple cool things. Some little like trading art cards from the company that did the prizes, and these are really cool though. Got little art trading cards. Sid Haig, Captain Spaulding. I got Pepper from Sleepaway Camp, played by Naomi Grossman. And I have Night of the Living Dead director, George Romero. I thought those were badass. They were just little freebies that came with my prizes. And then wherever my book's over there. There was a postcard size one of Jason Voorhees. So, but it's in my book, and I can't get to it without messing everything up right now. So I'm just not going to. My tiny little plushy Michael Myers that Omnicent Esquire sent me with all my DVDs. Yeah. I know, I'm such a dork. Oh, this is from Funko. I didn't even know that. I'm not big on Funkos. The only one I have is this one here. I think you have this one too, Andrew. I think I spied it in one of your videos. But, yeah, this is the only Funko Pop I have. And it was given to me by Omnicent Esquire. Yeah, that's the problem, Vantum. I don't like the adorable, cutesy stuff. When it comes to figures, especially, I like the more realistic ones. World War Z 2 is canceled. Oh, really? No shit? Well, I guess. Well, I guess that doesn't really matter to me since I didn't like the first one, anyways. So, yeah, these are the only little Funkos I like. You know what I still do look for quite often at the stores is Transformers. And right now at Walmart, they got a couple of really cool ones, like old school. They don't actually transform; they're like rubber figures. They got Megatron and they got Starscream, they got Optimus Prime, and I'm thinking about getting them because they're nice. They're about that tall, about almost a foot tall, maybe 10 inches, but they look amazing. They don't transform or anything like that, but they look really nice. I'm hoping that they haven't sold out of them all already. So I'd like to go back and get it. I like Transformers. My masterpiece Optimus Prime is right back there, the 25th year edition masterpiece figure. That thing's amazing. All metal. It's made out of plastic and metal. This is an original G2 uh, Megatron. I love that thing. Sorry, Andrew, I didn't mean to ignore your question. Have I decided on the questions for the contest? Um, I don't know yet. Not really. No, not yet. Yes and no, not really. I'm thinking about them. I've written down a bunch, and I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to use, if you know what I mean. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I love that Scott sent me these things. I think they're awesome. It's just I don't go out and buy Funkos. The only ones I was tempted to buy were the Masters of the Universe ones because I mean I love Masters of the Universe. I was halfway tempted to buy those, but it's just I'm not really into the cutesy look. I like the full out, totally detailed, awesome, good looks. Um, but that's just me. That's just what I'm into. Like I said, I'll put that video up Wednesday. Questions will be there. I'm not even sure. I don't want to do like everybody else. Well, what do you want to see from me, and what do you? Because I've already done all that. And then like my 300 subscriber one, I still have lists, a whole big list of movies I need to review that people put for me to review that I just haven't gotten to, and I feel like I'm letting them down. So I don't want to do that again. You know what I mean? Oh, Andrew, you're gonna kill me, bro. The Goonies is another movie I feel is horribly, horribly overrated. I have never liked that movie. Uh, like I said, it's probably because people told me to do the truffle shuffle a lot, and that pissed me off. Or at least they did until I beat the shit out of them. Then they stopped asking. Yeah, I might have been a fat kid, but this fat kid will whoop your ass. You know what I mean? But anyways, not you. I'm not saying you. Oh well, let's see. The Goonies weren't good enough for me. No, they weren't. And like I said, though, it's because I didn't like somebody calling me chunk and asking me to do the truffle shuffle. I'm not kidding though. I actually did beat the crap out of a kid for telling me that because he wouldn't stop. Every fucking day in gym class, he came up to me, do the truffle shuffle, do the truffle shuffle, chunk. Come on, chunk. And it started to piss me off, and I ignored it. I ignored it. I ignored it until he just got on my fucking nerves, and I slammed his fucking head into a locker. I mean, anyways. Anyways, now the only person that can get away with telling me that now is Bill. He can tell me that shit. I won't hurt him. Um, I may do something like that. I may do something like that. The other thing I don't want to do is ask people like, "What's my?" Well, I talk about my favorite horror movie of all time, so much that they could get that easily. But I don't want to. I don't want to ask anything that's like relating to something I've done because then a lot of people might not know. I don't. I don't know. I'm trying to make I'm trying to make it friendly, like user friendly, but really cool. You know what I mean? I don't want people to be like all stressing out trying to figure out. And it's also not going to be somewhere you have to get it right, you know. As long as you do the questions, you're in the drawing. Bill likes contests where you have to get the answer either right or, you know, or at least close to. Me personally, as long as you do a response, that's all I'm good with. I'm good with that. You know, I mean, this is me thanking my subscribers. So, oh, definitely, dude. I definitely, that's a good suggestion too. Um, yeah, it can be. My first contest I did was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I did it as a tag video, and that was my 100 subscribers contest. And it was about Star Wars because you know me, I love Star Wars, and that was a lot of fun. That was a really cool one. Yeah, you should whenever you get a chance. I mean, you know. Let me ask you guys a question. Next week's Slashback Saturday is animal slashers or slashers that have animals in them. And that could be anything. I mean, Halloween's got a dog in it. There's animals in a million slashers. Uh, Friday the 13th, Part 5 has chickens in it. I mean, you know what I mean? So you could do anything like that. As long as it's got an animal and you could do it. But I actually wanted to find something where, like, animals played a central role. Now, it's not technically a slasher because it's not a person. But Jaws, I guess, could be considered a slasher, right? I mean, it's got the slasher motif. You have a single killer in the shadows going around stalking people, basically. It just happens to be a great white shark instead of a person. I thought about that, but I wonder how many people will think the same and do a Jaws one, or a Cujo one. That's cool, bro. You've never seen Jaws? Wow, that's crazy. Thing is I've never considered Jaws a horror film, but that's just me. I don't know why people consider it a horror film. I mean, like I said though, just like with Aliens, it has those slasher characteristics in it. But I've just never considered them really horror films because I never found them to be that scary. I mean, I guess I consider Alien to be a horror film now because I acknowledge that it had all those tropes and things in it. But growing up, I never considered it one. It was just a sci-fi movie. Jaws was just a Steven Spielberg movie. But but it does have a lot of the characteristics of a slasher film. I don't know. I was looking at my all through my stuff, just trying to figure out what I should do. I don't know what to review. Ooh, sorry. Sometimes the topics are harder than it looks. Sometimes they're easy and I'm overthinking it. But also, too, is I don't want to review anything I've already reviewed, and I'm trying to find new movies to watch as well. So I'm gonna peruse Shutter later. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Those like killer animal features. I'm not talking like Godzilla and stuff, but where it's just an animal that turns killer. I mean, technically those can be. They have slasher characteristics. Slasher tropes. So I definitely understand that Jaws has horror elements in it. I just, when I grew up, I never considered one because I didn't find it to be a scary film. But even though I didn't find it to be a scary film, here's something funny. Swimming pools, things like that, lakes, even swimming in the ocean, I never had a problem with. But there was a water park in downtown Albuquerque that I used to go to a lot as a kid. It's not there anymore. They had a few accidents and they ended up shutting the park down. But there was this wave pool, this giant wave pool. And it had these grates and it looked like big tunnels behind the grates. And what it was is big, open things that the water would come out and make the waves. But that reminded me so much of that scene in Jaws 3, 3D, that I, it used to make me think there were sharks in there, and then when they opened it, they were going to let them out. And it used to freak me out. I'd still go in, but I'd be looking at that thing all the time. It's so weird. I thought about doing a slasher based on a Western slasher because they have horses. Ooh, I just had a really good idea. How about From Hell? There's horses and dogs in that one. It's kind of a slasher movie. I mean, he's chasing a slasher. That's like the movie I did today. It reminds me of it reminded me a lot of like Halloween 2018 because you had a Laurie Strode type character who was trying to solve things and fight what was going on, and then you had your killer. They just didn't blend it as well as they did in Halloween 2018. Um, so yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta go easy and don't overthink it. I'm sitting there trying to think, well, how is the animal like central to the role? Like, that's awesome what you're doing, bro, with wilderness and the attack dogs. That's cool. I was thinking about that too. I was thinking like The Omen, but The Omen's not a slasher. I was thinking all these movies these horror movies that had animals like in the forefront as main parts of the story, but they don't have to be. All it has to have is an animal in it. Like hell, Halloween 4 has an animal in it. Halloween 5 has an animal in it. Halloween 1 has an animal in it. Uh, there's animals in all kinds of these fucking movies. You know, that's all he said is it has to have an animal somewhere in the film. It doesn't have to be central to the story. So the hardest one for me was the local slasher, doing one from your local area. I had to fucking get Shudder just to find one, and there's only one. You know how many fucking movies are made here in New Mexico? Tons. Probably 5 out of every 10 big Hollywood movies is made here in New Mexico now. And yeah, Poltergeist isn't a slasher, not even close. But you know how many horror movies and classic horror movies are made here? Movies people don't even think about. Fright Night was made right here in New Mexico. Um, The Hills Have Eyes 1, 2, and the remakes were made here. Uh, there's a lot of shit that was made here. Lots of movies. Terminator Salvation filmed here. All Fanboys filmed here. Paul, the movie about Nick Frost and Simon Pegg and they're going to conventions, filmed here. I mean, so many movies are filmed here now. And then Netflix just bought Albuquerque Studios, and they're going to start doing practically all of their movies right here in Albuquerque. All the Netflix movies are going to be in Albuquerque now, unless they're going to like a different, location. Right? Well, yeah, I would definitely do that too. I mean, I would do it if I lived in a country like Australia that, you know, you don't really know exactly where a lot of stuff, and it's just, I mean, you guys are a huge country as far as land mass, but like a smaller country as far as like how many states and stuff you got. You know what I mean? and population. But there's like in America, there's tons. In Europe, there's tons. You know, I should have went and checked the mail this afternoon to see if my new Wild Eye boxes come in. Hell. Yeah, my wife is trying to help. She's always trying to help now. It's funny because when I first started, she really wasn't into it, but now she's always trying to help me find out what I should watch or whatever. And so she's like naming. I'm like, oh yes, dear, but it's not a slasher. Yes, but it's not a slasher. Yes, but it's not a slasher. She's naming off all these films, and she's like, but why not? I'm like, it's just not. No problem, Kyle. You have yourself a great night, bro. Did Tim duck out already? Did he duck out while I was in the bathroom? Sorry, I'm scrolling back up to the chat. I wanted to see where Tim ducked out at. No, I was here last thing he made. Tim, are you still there? Or did you take off? I like 90s horror films. A lot of oh, speaking of which, I still need to do that tag. Ross tagged me in his original video, and I still haven't done that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. The 90s horror or the 90s slasher tag. I need to do that. Those are tough ones for me. And the reason why they're tough for me is I put all these extra rules on myself. Like, not only does it have to be a movie based in the 90s, or not based, but made in the 90s, it can't be a franchise that was started in the 80s or 70s. So that means no Halloween, no Texas Chainsaw Massacre, no Child's Play. It has to be all 90s franchises, 90s slashers. And I know that's not a rule that they put on, but that's just one I put on myself. Yes, Dr. Giggles will feature in that in that one. I haven't seen The Dentist. I've never seen The Dentist. I hear it's okay, but I've just never seen it. Sorry. You guys get to look at my tonsils for a second. Dr. Pepper product placement. You know what's funny about this? I keep yawning and then I take a drink, right? This shit does not keep me awake at all. It does not help. Caffeine helps me from getting headaches, or when I have a headache, I drink caffeine. I like soda and I like cups of coffee. I'm not a giant coffee drinker, but when I do drink coffee, I like coffee. I like it black, straight up, no sugar, no cream, and I like it really strong. But I can drink a pot of coffee or I could drink a 12 pack of sodas and go right to sleep. It doesn't do anything to keep me awake. Like which ones, Andrew? I mean, I know you guys got McDonald's, right? I mean, they got McDonald's everywhere. Hell, they got McDonald's in China. Did you hear about that? The first McDonald's opening up in China? Opened up in China a couple years ago. They got KFC in China now. They got White Castle. Dude, they don't even have White Castle here. I don't know where the hell White Castles are. Aside from in Harold and Kumar. Maybe in New York, but I've never seen a White Castle. And I've lived in like 20 states and I've been to like 40 and I've never seen a freaking White Castle. like ever. I don't know where the hell White Castles are. The only time I've seen White Castle is when I see their little slider frozen burgers in the freezer section at Walmart or at the grocery store, and those things are gross. I hear that the restaurant is better. People that tell me they've eaten there that it's really good, but I've never actually even seen one. Burger King is known as Hungry Jack's down there. Is it the same company though? It is Burger King or whatever. I mean, I've seen that where they change the name on things. Dr. Pep, Dr. Pepper, Cheese Whiz, most of your chocolate brands, White Castles, Papa John's is only an American thing. I've never seen that anywhere. Same thing with Chick-fil-A, Sonic. I mean, they call it America's Drive-In. That's probably why. Red Robin's. I've never. I don't think I've ever. Have I ever eaten at a Red Robin? Oh, Red Robin. Yeah, duh. I love fucking Red Robin. It's my favorite restaurant. I go there every year for my birthday because I get a free burger on the month of my birth. Um, Never heard of Five Guys. In and Out, that's only pretty much a California thing. I think there's one in Vegas or in Nevada somewhere, but it's pretty much a California thing. Olive Gardens, that one kind of surprises me. You'd think that's kind of a universal one, but maybe it's just an American, and because I know they have Olive Gardens in Canada. The chocolate brands. Well, you want some chocolate? I'll send you some chocolate, bro. You gotta give me your info, but I'll get you some chocolate. You want some shit? I'll even send you a can of Cheese Whiz if they'll allow it, but I don't know if they will or not because those things are pressurized. I mean, it's in like a CO2 can, you know what I mean? I've never heard of Red Rooster. Um, the one that you need is Wendy's. That one's fucking good. No, it wouldn't melt because it's already basically liquefied. I mean, it is cheese. Dude, it's literally like liquid cheese almost. You know, I don't know. It's like semi-solid. It's really fucking good though, especially on hot dogs. I fucking love it on hot dogs. And I can't believe they don't have that there because they have it all over Europe. When I lived in Europe, they had it. We used to eat it all the time as kids. Do they have Walmart down there? I know they have Walmarts everywhere. They got Walmarts in fucking China and Japan and everywhere. I'm assuming they probably have a Walmart somewhere in Australia, probably like Sydney or something if they do. No, the chocolate won't melt, bro. You can, like I said, my buddy sent me chocolate from Germany. It didn't melt. I mean, I'd probably send it during like winter or something, you know. But no WalMarts, huh? Big W is our. It may even be owned by Walmart. They're not always called Walmart in other countries. I've noticed. In Japan, they're called something completely different. It's not Walmart. It's like a totally different name. Same thing in some of the countries in Europe. They got totally different names, and in China, it's a totally different name. It's not Walmart. It's something totally, but it is owned by Walmart. You have Kmart and Target. Well, hell, a lot of the Kmart's here have been shutting down. Half the Kmart's in America are shut down now. Shit, dude, that sucks. Big W is Australian owned? Okay. I don't know. I just, Big W. It sounds like, I don't know. Like, yeah, dude, that sucks, Bantam. I hope you get that taken care of. Hey, thanks, Dino. I appreciate that. Have a good one, brother. Just a spur of the moment thing. I decided to come on and see if anybody was up late. Really? Kmart doesn't sell movies over there, huh? That's one thing I am blessed with here. Even in America, like, not all Walmarts sell the same stuff. Not all Targets sell the same stuff. You know what I mean? But our Walmart that's here in my local town is the second biggest Walmart in the country, and it has a awesome movie selection. They really do have a good movie selection. Even now I go to it all the time, so I'm like, man, don't you have more than this or something? And they rotate a lot of stock sometimes, and I'll go there one week and I'll see something that I want, and then I'll go back and it'll be gone. Like the $50 Scream Factory Halloween box set, the one that's like that thick. They don't have it anymore. They had it just like a couple weeks ago, and now it's gone. So I love. I can't believe you don't have those over there though, because that's like, dude. Even when we lived in Germany, we got all that shit. You know, that sucks. And do you guys have like thrift stores and secondhand stores and shit there? I guess that's one good thing about the internet is you can buy anything off the internet, and if you get to do it right, you can get good prices. You know, one of my favorite things to do is I like to get on eBay and I'll just search horror movies. I'll put in DVD, Blu-ray, under the category, and just search horror movies, and then I'll go to ending soonest. You know what I mean? Go to ending soonest and just see what's there that's about to end, and you can get such good deals that because there's so many horror movies on there that you don't you can't scroll through them all. So I'll put ending soonest, or I'll put buy it now cheapest ones, and cause I'll buy just the plain disc sometimes. It's just a disc. I like to get the cover art, but I will buy a disc sometimes if I really want to see the movie. And it's pretty cool what you can do. I like to look up lots too, but only when I have the money. You know what I mean? 'Cause sometimes lots can go for a bitch. Right, right. I definitely understand that. Yeah. And like my particular Walmart here, I think Walmart's in general, but they've been stepping up their game, man, with like those retro covers, the retro VHS covers, or the I think I showed you guys some of the ones I picked up, the black and red glow in the dark slipcase covers, and the green and gray slipcase covers that glow in the dark, and the cool different like alternate art stuff. It's like all trippy art and shit. They've been really stepping up their game on a lot of the horror stuff, and I've been really impressed with that. And what kind of players do you have down there? Do you have like a region A like we do, or region one where it's like American ones, or do you guys have like a European region B, or do you have like your own region ones? Like, because I noticed you get a lot of Arrow stuff, Andrew. Can you play Arrow on, just like any Blu-ray player you'd buy at your store? Region 4. Because I want to get a British or European Blu-ray player so I can play Arrow videos. You have a region free? See, they're expensive here, man. I've been even looking on eBay. Region frees are expensive, and that's what I want to get a region free one so I can, watch. Like I said, get some Arrow stuff and all. Yeah, because I don't have any Arrow videos or those 88 Films ones. Those are cool. I like those. I also don't have a lot of Scream Factory. I have a few, but I don't have a lot. I wish I did, but they're just fucking expensive, man. You know, 80 to 100. I don't even think they actually sell region free Blu-ray players here unless you buy it from like a somebody that makes it or something like that. So, yeah. It's funny, they're all region 1 here, but they're all made in fucking China or Japan. Hey guys, is my picture coming in clear to you or is it fuzzy? Because on my chat that I'm watching on my laptop, it's all fuzzy looking. Oh yeah, that's cool, dude. Really, it is blurry? 'Cause on my camera, it's clear as fuck. I wonder why. Huh. Well, I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it's coming out blurry. It's clear on my camera, but it's blurry on my thing. That's weird. Gotta keep going to start making tea. All right, Andrew. Well, I think I'm probably gonna get off too, guys. It's about midnight here. It's 11:55. I think I want to watch at least one more movie before I go to bed. So I'm probably gonna sign off too. Thank you all very much for coming by and chatting with me. That's why I do these streams. I just like talking to you guys, you know. So yeah, I knew that, Andrew. I know what you meant. Um, but yeah, I want to at 1:55 there. Yeah, yeah. I want to. I think I want to watch a movie before I go to bed. So, anyways, though, thank you guys very much. I will talk to you all later.